I want to talk about lunches. Okay? Food. Lunches. Your security guard lunch. Okay? So in here, I just have canned food and some plastic utensils. Now, why do I do this? Notice how I have it in a cheap Albertson Safeway bag. Why do I do this? Right? For what purpose would I do this? This lunch, okay, is shelf stable. No matter how hot it gets or how cold it gets, this canned food will not spoil. Okay, that's reason one. Reason two is that this is cheap. This whole thing probably costs about less than $10. Okay, the plastic bag you get at free, or you get for 8 cents at Albertsons. Okay, the cost of canned food is the cost of canned food, and then the plastic utensils are like 25 cents each, right? You buy a big box of them, you keep it at home, you put them in your bag when you go out to lunch, okay? So if this were to get lost, destroyed, or stolen, I'm out $10, okay? I'm out less than $10, okay? If I were to go get one of those $50 lunch bags that keep your shit cool or keep your shit hot, you know, for hours and hours on end, right? And that were to get stolen, I'd be out $50, $60. Right, plus the homemade food that it would that I would have in it, right? But this, let me explain to you the best thing about having something like this. Okay, let's just find a spot here. Here we go. So if I needed to, say, go into that building, I could just leave that right there and go into that building. And if I never came back for it, oh well, who cares? It costs less than $10. Also, it's canned food, so it's going to last in the elements for months and months on end. So this is the greatest thing. This is the greatest advantage. Is that, again, it's shelf stable. No matter how hot or how cold it gets, it's never going to, the food inside those cans is never going to spoil. So that means that I could leave it out here for hours and hours on end, go inside a building and do my business or whatever I need to do, and then come back and get my food, right? So because it's canned food, because the canned food is so cheap and the canned food is so stable, and the plastic container, the plastic bag is so cheap and so stable, I can put it literally fucking everywhere, anywhere. I can place it anywhere I want and come back to it at a later date if I so desire. And if it vanishes, if it gets stolen, who cares? It costs less than $10. That is why I love these plastic bags with these with this canned food so much. Is that it's extremely versatile. It's cheap, it's versatile, it's stable, it's robust. And this ultimately is the best way to keep food on you, right? Canned food in a plastic bag, you can place it anywhere. It's never going to rot. It's never going to spoil. You don't need to keep it refrigerated. You don't need to nuke it. You can eat it straight out of the can right here, right now on that bench if you needed to. That is what's so great about this lunch. And so how does this relate to security? If you're going to maintain operational capability in your body, you need to eat. Okay, you need to eat, and you don't need to eat very much. Okay, this canned food, again, this canned food is pre-measured. Okay, so if I were to eat the Chili Mac, this Chili Mac is 440 calories. 440 calories. It's already pre-measured. Right, so I don't need to worry about eating too much or too little. It's already pre-measured. So this whole setup has just an enormous amount of advantages and very few disadvantages. So there you go. This is the best way that I have found as a security guard to keep my lunch, to keep and maybe I need both breakfast, lunch, and dinner for an entire day. I can keep it all in there, just straight up with the canned food. And the canned food is Chili Mac. For those of you who are curious, Chili Mac, lasagna style stew, and a couple little desserts. So there you go. There's my little video there's your little security tip for the day.